What's going on, guys? Ironcane here, back for another the Breakers Season 4's first anniversary video. And if you don't know, we actually had the new Transpheres revealed to us today on the 23rd and the 24th. Blue Gogeta and BROLY, base BROLY, will be coming to Dragon Ball the Breakers tomorrow on the 24th. And I'll, get all the showcases out as soon as I can. Happy Thanksgiving. But we already talked about Gogeta, and surprisingly, it was Blue Gogeta and not base. I kind of really thought they were going to give us base Gogeta and base Broly, but they gave us blue and base, so they're probably going to do base Gogeta next time and then do Super Saiyan Broly is my speculation. So we're going to take a look at Broly's super attacks, any of his passive skills, just because here they actually revealed to us all the super attacks the Transpheres are going to get. Sometimes they show us the Ki Blast, so that's what we're going to be looking at here. So this is going to be his melee super. It's going to be like a charge, very similar to Rebellion Spear on Bardock. This super seems really, really good. It has like virtually no startup. It has like a little cutscene at the beginning. But this super attack seems very, very good. We only have 2 of these in the game at the moment. We don't really have too many like one-hit supers like in the game like this in terms on the melee side. So this super seems very, very good. This depletes the gauge instantly. This drops the Dragon Balls. This knocks the Raider back. So this is a very good spammy super that you can use. I will say it does have a slight startup as opposed to the Rebellion Spear. I feel like Rebellion Spear kind of just goes, where this like has that little cutscene in the beginning. But, I feel like in like a chaotic battle where like the Raider has to focus on multiple people, probably not going to see this coming. It'll probably still work regardless. But solo, it might not be as good as Rebellion Spear, just because I believe it has a longer startup than Bardock with Rebellion Spear, right? And this is the other super attack that Broly has. It seems similar to like a, what the hell is it called? A Riot Javelin that Bardock has, kind of like a Big Bang, a slower Big Bang. It's not like the slowest, but it's just not the fastest either. It seems like the AoE is fine. I feel like the better super attack on Broly is going to be this charge. I mean, I don't think the super attack is not bad by any means. Like, it looks cool. The animation looks great. I actually really like the way the female Broly looks, by the way. This is actually our first look on the female Broly, because in the preview that we saw before, at least on the leak, we saw the male. So this is pretty sick, actually getting to see the female Broly, which is dope. And it's cool that they give us like the Ba ear and everything as well, and like we get the yellow eyes. It's very, very cool looking. But in terms of like this super attack, I feel like, it comes at a reasonable speed. Like, it's kind of like average speed. But the AoE seems pretty good. Of course, we don't get to see the damage, unfortunately. But based on the fact that we see the Raider get knocked back, if the Raider does get hit by the super attack, they do get knocked back. So that means they're going to be dropping the Dragon Balls. They're going to be getting knocked back. So it's going to deal at least probably about more than half damage. So we're actually getting a new active skill with Broly as well. This is going to be Instant Ascent. So if you guys don't know, we currently have Instant Descent in the game, belongs to Super Saiyan Bardock, and we're going to be getting Instant Ascent as well. So I feel like combining these 2 active skills could be very, very interesting. You could pop Instant Ascent and then do Instant Descent right afterwards to kind of throw the Raider off, which could be very, very interesting. Also, I'm very curious, say if you do Floating Device and then do like Instant Ascent, like how high can you go? Can you go to the ceiling of the map? I feel like this is going to be a very, very, very interesting active skill, especially if you're like, looping a Raider in a cave and there's like an opening above you. You could pop this and kind of like, use grapple or whatever you need to do to get out of there and break their ankles, right? This is just a very good ankle breaking active skill. And Descent has, I believe, like a 30-second cooldown, if not less. So I imagine Instant Ascent is going to have a very similar cooldown, if not the exact same. But if there's one character that I feel like could really benefit from both of these active skills is Baba. So if you guys don't know, Baba can fly as a survivor skin, but she can't get around that fast. But having skills like Instant Ascent and Instant Descent equipped with her moveset, I feel like, she could really, really benefit from this. But again, I just feel like it would be very interesting just for, using in general. She could pop like a smoke bomb, use Instant Ascent, and grapple and get out of there. This could be very good. This could become meta. This could be like the new like floating device in a way. Even though you get the momentum with floating device, it does have like a similar property of like getting distance from the Raider very, very quickly, right? Even more so than Instant Descent. So this could even be better. So lastly, we have the passive that Broly comes with, and unfortunately, I don't think this one is that good. We have the description of this passive in the leak, so I'm going to go ahead and take a look at that. But what this passive is supposed to do is that it increases your rest timer or your bleed out timer. So if you guys don't know, typically when you get knocked out by a level 2, your knockout timer will be 60 seconds, and it looks like this increases it by like 16 to 17 seconds here, because it's 60, so it's like 78 or something like that. 77 it looks like. So that's okay. I mean, we don't know if this is maxed out. We don't know if we can actually max this passive out. This could be good, you know, because like a level 4, your down timer is only 15 seconds, so this could be better later in the game. So at level 1, you have a 90-second bleed out timer, and then level 2, you have 60, and then level 3, I believe it's 30, and then it's 15 at level 4. And I think that's it for BROLY. I'm not gonna lie, abilities-wise, he's appearing to be more impressive than GOGETA. In terms of super attacks, I feel like GOGETA is kind of a mixed bag, just because of the God Punisher skill. But BROLY, like, both of his super attacks seem decent, where, like, one of GOGETA seems like it could be bad. Both of these seem, like, decent and usable on BROLY. So I feel like BROLY as a Transphere will definitely not be, like, a shaft by any stretch of the imagination. His active skill seems good, but it doesn't seem like it's going to be, like, the new meta, at least in my opinion, so far, right? Like, it's not out in the game yet, so it's kind of difficult for me to say. But I feel like, you know, like, when it comes to pulling these new Transpheres, guys, like, if you're a free-to-play player, pull the Transpheres and just get out of the banner. Like, as long as, if it's not an instant transmission, if it's not an energy field, like, crazy good active skill or passive skill, I really don't think you guys need to go super deep on these banners. Just pull the characters. Neither of these like actives and passives seem that crazy to me. Like, they both seem useful, don't get me wrong, like they both seem useful, but like it doesn't seem worth it to me to actually chase either this active skill or this passive skill. But if I were to like say which one has more value, probably the active skill, probably in my opinion. But the passive, honestly, you know, depending on how much increases the bleed out timer at like level 4, it could be pretty good late game, right? But let's take a look at the passive in the leaks just to get like the official name and what exactly it does in more detail, right? So give me a sec here. Alrighty, so according to the leaks, the name of the passive is I'm a Fighter. It increases the time during which you can be revived after being down. So unfortunately, we don't really get that much more information, but at least now we know what the name of the passive ability is going to be. But let's look one last time at BROLY. I mean, in terms of the Transpheres, one sec. In terms of the Transpheres and what you're actually getting from them, I feel like BROLY, low-key, has a little more going for him, at least skills-wise, where GOGETA only has that passive skill that increases damage at close range, which I don't really think is insane, in my opinion. But BROLY, I feel like, has more value, like if you pull one of his skills as opposed to GOGETA at the moment. And keep in mind, guys, if you're not pulling the super attacks, you can always just purchase them with Spirit in the training area, right? So if you don't pull the super attacks, it's really not big of a deal. Really, what you want to be pulling with these guys is their passive and active skills, because those you can't actually get through Spirit, where super attacks you actually can pick up with Spirit if you don't pull them, right? So that's pretty much the previews for the two characters. Again, the banner is going to be Blue GOGETA and like Enraged or like Base BROLY here. And they're going to be dropping tomorrow on the 24th. If you're an EST, that's going to be like 1 a.m. So, you know, you can do the math depending on your region. So if you guys are curious when these guys drop, it is going to be tomorrow on the 24th. And I think we're also getting a boost. We might be getting a Zenny boost as well, which is pretty cool. But yeah, guys, let me know what you think of these two Transpheres. Which one seems more interesting to you? I feel like skill-wise, BROLY has the better value. But in terms of super attacks, GOGETA could be better, because BROLY's super attacks seem decent, but they don't seem like, whoa, insane broken, right? So I feel like GOGETA is probably better super attack-wise, but BROLY is better actual like skill-wise. So that being said, leave a comment below which Transphere you guys think is better based off the two previews that we've done. I'd like to know if you enjoyed, and subscribe to the Ironcane channel for more previews like these. And of course, the showcases when they drop tomorrow. Anyways, guys, take care, stay safe, have fun. Peace out.